Coming from where I'm sitting now, I'm not doing no more wifey shit. All right? You're getting the bare minimum. You're getting the bare minimum. And that's good enough. All right? And then you can unlock the rest. How exciting. You don't get to just have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to just have me do wifey things for you and not actually wife me up. Like, no, I'm not doing any more wife shit for anybody that's not ready to upgrade their subscription. Like, that's the way that it is. You either pay extra or you get the basic service. All right?
Good evening and welcome to Between the Sheets, where we take 12 years of marriage experience and give unsolicited advice to those who choose to enter our room.
All right, so we're going to be talking about wifely duties inside of what I guess you guys would call just a regular relationship. It's been a lot of banter going back and forth lately about, about women not offering wifely duties inside of a relationship before, they get married. Like, it's an upgrade type of status. So we found a video on TikTok from a TikToker. I think her name is Cammie Crawford, and it was pretty interesting. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it, and we're gonna try to see what we can try to figure out from this video.
Coming from where I'm sitting now, I'm not doing no more wifey shit. All right? You're getting the bare minimum. You're getting the bare minimum, and that's good enough. All right? And then you can unlock the rest. How exciting. You don't get to just have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to just have me do wifey things for you and not actually wife me up. Like, no, I'm not doing any more wife shit for anybody that's not ready to upgrade their subscription. Like, that's the way that it is. You either pay extra or you get the basic service. All right?
I like it. I'm here for it.
You like it?
I do. But here's my thing, okay? I am totally fine with you not doing wifely duties because you're not a wife. I don't think that you should be expected to do wifely duties. But on the contrast, I don't think that the man should be expected to do husbandly duties either. So this is my take on wifely duties. That means cooking, cleaning, those miscellaneous tasks that men just don't want to do. And it could be something as simple as booking your flight for your business trip, booking your hotel for your business trip, those simple, annoying little nuances that you don't want to do as a man. It's not her role if she's just your girlfriend. That's cool. I'm fine with that. But on the flip side, as women, we also cannot expect a man to do husbandly things if he is not your husband. And that means paying for things, footing your bills, your lights, rent, mortgage, car note, car insurance, all of those things. Protect. We can't expect him to lay down his life because as my husband, I expect you to lay down your life for me. That's part of why I married you. You're supposed to protect me. And so on and so forth. Thoughts, considerations, ad-libs?
So my thing is this, right? You said you're good with that. Mm-hmm. My first question, what is wifely duties? Or what exactly does that encompass? I know you just read off a whole list.
It's my list, though.
That's your list,
right.
which is the interesting thing about it. It's your list, which is funny because that list seems to be kind of different for everybody. So my thing is this, right? I'm gonna take it back to this question I just asked. Let's define what that actually is first, because I don't know what she's saying. I don't know what she's referring to. And I get it to an extent that you shouldn't expect those things for sure. But the majority of the time you're expecting the husband, well, not the husband, because obviously he's not a husband in this time. You're expecting the boyfriend to show you husband attributes. So if my attributes are me showing forth my ability to be a good husband, why in the world would I be showing those forth in a relationship? It seems like you expect it, because how do I know if I want to marry this dude? But the question is, before you hop in, because you about to cut me off, the question is though, how does he know that you can display wifely duties. You're saying you don't want to do any of that until he's ready to upgrade. How does he know whether or not he's ready to upgrade? And then here's the thing. This is funny because you're saying, so is it making him a plate, like, or like doing just little small things like that? Is that, because that is a big conversation for some reason. Like, I'm not making him a plate and all this kind of stuff. So my question is this. So
why is that such an issue?
It's crazy. It's just food. But here's the thing, right? If it's a problem making him a plate, and I can hear y'all saying right now, it's not just him, just making him a plate and all this kind of stuff. So you allow him to slide inside of you, and that's fine. That's not wifely duties. That's cool.
It is.
Somebody,
But, you know, we have taken that out of, it's no longer.
Somebody inserting themselves inside of your body, that's not wifely duties, but, and that's fine. I gotta know if he's gonna be good in the bed before I do anything else. But you can't do other things that you consider wifely duties. I feel like that should be the pinnacle of a wifely duty, the sex. And not only a sex, we got situations now where people are having kids before getting where does the wifely duties end and where do they begin? Where do they stop? What's happening? Somebody explain this to me. Can you explain that?
I can't explain it. I already laid down my wifely duties. It's a small list. That's not all encompassing. I am interested to know what some of you view as wifely duties and husbandly duties. I get what you're saying. Like, how do I know that you are husband material or wife material? But I think a very big problem that we have in the dating world now is that we don't actually date. We don't court anymore, right? We talk. We have sex buddies.
Sneaky links.
Sneaky links. There you go. I'm old. We have all of these casual things, and we've taken the courtship out of it, right? So when you think back to like when like your grandmother, your great grandmother, and they were dating, it was a courtship type situation. You weren't just running around running amok and just doing whatever. You never took the time to get to know each other, really, right?
It was a different time, man. It was a
different time. And I can hear y'all now saying, you know, my grandma was married and miserable. Some of them were, not gonna lie, but a lot of them weren't, right? I think that we have this whole fairy tale that we want, and marriage is not a fairy tale. He get on my nerves. Like, he get on my nerves.
And if you think she don't get on my nerves, right.
But it's a partnership and we love each other. And so I was handing out wifely duties before we got married. I'm not even gonna lie. But you were also handing off husbandly duties. But we also courted. We didn't just date. We were in an exclusive courtship. Prior to us getting married, we got engaged very, very quickly because we were friends before, but also because we courted and we got to know each other on more than just the surface level. So I think I agree with what she's saying. If you are out casually dating, then no, you don't get the full subscription. But if you're actually dating with a purpose, then at some point there does have to be like some mild trade up enhancement, if you will. Just to be sure that you guys are headed in the right direction. Because it would be horrible that you marry this person and then find out they can't cook or clean or they just real nasty.
That would be whack. Pretty whack.
And all of those things. But I wholeheartedly agree with her. We're not just handing out wifely duties to any and everybody. Maybe not wholeheartedly. Maybe like 3/4 of my heart. Because I do feel like at some point in time during that relationship, once it becomes a serious, like there are levels here, especially if we're going to get outside of the courting. There you have your casual dating, right? You have we're in a serious relationship, but we're still feeling each other out type deal. And then you have your serious relationship where you guys have been together, you know each other, and you are leaning in the direction of marriage. So I don't want to say try before you buy, but there has to be a little bit of a preview.
All right. So what is that though? What is the little bit of the preview though? Because listen, I am for not handing out wifely duties if you don't expect any husband-like duties to be given to you. Because what did she say? You're getting the bare minimum. Okay, so
What's the bare minimum?
What exactly constitutes the bare minimum? Like, what is it? Because I would think it would just, I'll fix you a plate every once in a while. But if you're saying the bare minimum is your insides, bruh, that's a problem, because how is that the bare minimum? That seems like the pinnacle. I don't get it. No one's helping me though. So if you're saying there needs to be some type of something to kind of show forth, what is the something? I guess it's going to be different for everybody.
Relationship specific.
So, okay.
I'd have to say, I'm not at your house cooking every night, but if I cook, you can come eat. I'm not about to wash your clothes and clean your house. I'm not doing that.
I don't think you should.
Period.
I don't think you should.
I got my own house to clean if I were single.
I don't think you should be doing that. You shouldn't be. I don't think you should be washing his clothes and all this kind of stuff. But what I do think needs to happen though is a conversation of what you would be doing if the upgrade takes place.
I will add to that. It's nothing for you to be a compassionate person, a listening ear, a sounding board for him. I'm just saying.
No. Go ahead, and I'm gonna get into it, but go ahead.
Because there's more than just cooking and cleaning. Like you're auditioning to be the neck, right? So you do have to show forth a little bit of the neck. He come to you with a problem, then it is completely reasonable for you to assist in that problem with a little bit of guidance.
That's 100%. But I don't even know what you just said, but it kind of led me in the mind frame of because I've seen this several times. In this whole offering up of the wifely duties or taking them away and not offering them before there's an upgrade, there has been a conversation centered around basically women saying that I'm not your therapist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to offer you any kind of emotional, I don't know what term they're using, but basically I'm not going to be your emotional sounding board. That's what it is equating to me when I hear these things. So you won't be an
emotional sounding board for the person that whose body you entangle with and swap with, but you'll be an emotional sounding board for your girls? You will sit and listen to her for hours about any range of things, but you're saying you won't sit down and listen to the person that you are looking to share a life with? I don't understand. Well,
here's the thing, right? My friend is my friend and I know my friend, right? But this guy came after I knew my friend, and if this dude messes up, then I have my friend to fall back on. So of course I'm going to listen to her, and of course I'm going to offer my advice, and she's going to do the same in return. But
your partner should be your friend too. Not only that, you have friends that come after you've been with this partner. So I call, what y'all say, cap on that? Y'all lying,
Jesus
okay?
Christ.
Don't judge me. That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. So you telling me that this man had a hard, horrible day at work or issues with his family, and he can't come sit down and talk to you about it?
No, this is what you guys call it. Y'all call it emotional labor. That's what it is.
That's a term?
I'm not doing emotional labor for someone that is not my husband, for someone that I feel is emotionally unintelligent.
We have emotionally draining friends. Let's just be honest. Some of our girlfriends are emotionally draining. They always got something going on. They just suck all of the emotion from you. What?
So they're not going to do it. Listen.
I am in shock right
They're
now.
not going to do it for men because a lot of women, from what I'm seeing, y'all can correct
I've
me if I'm
never
wrong.
heard this.
They feel like men are doing, they come in their lives and the men just take. Now, I don't know if that's your experience or not. I happen to know a lot of good men that don't do anything like that.
Most men don't even really like sharing their emotions.
No, they don't. But that's a different topic. But the thing is, hey, you know, I don't even know what to say with that. I don't even know what to say about that.
I've never heard this, so I'm in total awe right now. Emotional labor. We're not doing emotional labor.
No, they're not. And, you know, I've ran across a
So
few.
if that man grandma died,
Nah.
y'all, you just checking out?
Because then.
This can't be life.
Because then I guess he becomes what they like to say now, he emotional with an H. So I guess.
All these new terms. I can't keep up.
You know,
this is too much.
but we kind of getting off track just a little bit.
We are, but
so let's
this-
circle back
that was-
around. So to get this straight, right?
Okay.
You said you are cool with her
I am.
not doing wifely duties, which is fine.
I'm cool with her not doing wifely duties as long as you are not expecting husbandly duties from him. It has to be an even exchange.
That's completely fine. I have no issue with that. And I think, like what you just said, as long as she's not expecting, you know, husbandly duties, that's completely fine. I don't see any problem with that. But the question is, though, because what I see is women will say, I do emotional labor for him. I'm supposed to be doing the cooking, the cleaning, and I'm supposed to work, and I'm supposed to raise the kids and all this kind of stuff. Well, what do? You know, you what this protect and provide, you know, so you're not really doing a lot. So the thing is, you know, if a man, that's really what the man has to offer for the most part, you know, to show forth that he can do these things for you in marriage. So do you not want him to pay for dates? Are y'all going Dutch this whole time? Like what exactly, what constitutes these boxes of husband duties, wifely duties, bare minimum of those duties? What is it? Like, I don't know where this is. And it's almost like a tit for tat type scenario. It's like where does this stop? So it's just, I feel like it's going to be different for everybody. But there is a growing group of people, men and women, who are just like, I'm not about to offer, you know, these duties to you if we're not going to that next level. I think women are probably coming from a standpoint of they're not being treated right in these relationships, or they're not seeing the man offer up certain things in a relationship. So they feel like, oh, well, if he's not going to offer it up, then I'm not going to offer
And I get
the
that.
other duties, which is fine. But then in turn, the man's just like, what? Bare minimum. Well, then I'm not going to offer any provision, any protecting. You get in the fight outside, I'm not stopping it. I'm not stopping it, bruh. Like, what?
It's not funny.
Like, you can't make a plate. And then, I mean, I'm not about to jump in. I'm just not. Which is terrible. You should definitely.
It is terrible. Please don't let that
Don't
girl
let her
Don't
get-
just watch her get assaulted. That's not right.
Right.
Do
That-
better.
Please.
Please. That's just common courtesy.
But I mean, it's very interesting the times that we're in right now.
It is.
I mean, so what is there to do? What is there to do? What's the answer, you think?
For me, again, I am all for minding your relationship business
Okay.
and understanding what works within your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And understanding that what worked in a previous relationship might not work in the next relationship. And it's a little bit of, it's going to have to be fluid. And yeah, it's all about communication. What is the expectation here?
Communication. What is the expectation? I mean, bars, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I see no problem there. That's one of the biggest things you can have is communication and just knowing where that other person is, and basically just laying out your boundaries and like she just said, your expectations for going forward. If you get those, nailed down and communicated in the beginning, then you shouldn't really see any problems. Some people, you definitely still will see some problems because there'll be some people, both men and women, that will enter that space and just straight up lie because that's who they are. That's what they do.
That's who they are. Person.
And those people are going to exist. You can't really do anything about that. Just try to recognize red flags early, both men and women, and get up out of there. What you say?
That's it.
That's it. All right. We're going to holler at y'all later.
Night.
Peace.